Have you ever paused in the middle of chaos and wondered, what would a Stoic do? Not just any Stoic, but someone who faced exile, political danger, personal loss, and still managed to leave behind a treasure trove of wisdom. That someone was Seneca. Now here's the truth. Most people don't realize that a few sentences, just a few carefully chosen words, can realign their thinking, reset their emotional compass, and redirect their entire lives. And in this video, we're diving into 15 powerful quotes from Seneca that can help you do just that. But before we begin, I want you to do 3 things. Subscribe to Path to Peace, like this video if you value timeless wisdom, and stay with me till the end because quote number 13, it might just redefine how you love, how you live, and how you let go. Let's walk into the mind of Seneca. Quote number 1. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Think about how many nights you've stayed awake, haunted by scenarios that never happened. Seneca reminds us that our minds are master storytellers, and often they write horror stories where none exist. You imagined rejection, failure, betrayal, and yet when the moment arrived, it was never as catastrophic as you feared. This quote is a gentle slap to wake up. Fear lives in the imagination. Peace lives in the present. Quote number 2. He who is brave is free. What a radical idea. In a world that constantly tells you to play it safe, to avoid risk, to blend in, Seneca whispers a rebellion. True freedom comes when you dare. Not when you have money, not when others approve, but when you choose courage over comfort. That's when you break the invisible chains. Quote number 3. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Seneca didn't just say this, he lived it. He wrote this while staring at death, exiled under the threat of Nero's sword. And yet his words aren't bitter. They're urgent. It's not life that's short, it's distraction that's long. We scroll endlessly, chase things that don't matter, argue with people we don't respect, and then we say life's too short. Seneca flips that upside down. Life is long enough. But are you using it? Quote number 4. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. You are who you surround yourself with. Seneca knew that the company we keep feeds our thoughts, shapes our decisions, and writes our legacy. If you're constantly around negativity, drama, or mediocrity, you absorb it. But if you're around people who challenge your thoughts, elevate your discipline, and live with integrity, you grow. Quote number 5. Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life. Imagine waking up tomorrow and treating the day like its own universe. No past regrets, no future anxieties, just today as if it were your first and last. That's what this quote invites us into, urgency with grace. Seneca believed that procrastination was the enemy of the soul, so why wait for the perfect time to change, love, speak, or act? Today is the life you've been waiting for. Quote number 6. If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. This isn't just about goals, it's about clarity. You can hustle, strive, move faster than anyone. But if you don't know where you're going, even the best opportunities will feel meaningless. Seneca warns us, don't mistake movement for direction. Know your values. Know your why. Once you do, every storm becomes a path forward. Quote number 7. No man was ever wise by chance. Wisdom isn't something you stumble into, it's something you build slowly, intentionally. Seneca believed wisdom came from struggle, reflection, and discipline. It's not in the books alone, but in how you live what you learn. You become wise by asking tough questions when it's easier to avoid, by sitting with discomfort instead of escaping it, by choosing virtue over vanity. And once you commit to that journey, wisdom finds you. Quote number 8. He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a man who is alive. This quote, it's about legacy. Seneca didn't fear death. He feared not living fully before it arrived. And that's the challenge for us. If we fear endings too much, we never begin anything meaningful. Those who truly live accept that death is part of the deal. And instead of wasting energy running from it, they use that urgency to create something beautiful while they can. Quote number 9. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Seneca never said life would be smooth. He said it would be worth it. The hardships, the heartbreaks, the rejections, they're not punishments, they're polishing tools. The version of you that you admire most only appears after the fire. So the next time life rubs you the wrong way, ask, is this friction or is this formation? Quote number 10. Sometimes even to live is an act of courage. There are days when breathing feels heavy, when existing feels like effort. Seneca acknowledges this, not to discourage you, but to honor your fight. If you're going through pain, grief, confusion, and still showing up, you're already brave. This quote doesn't glorify fake strength. It validates real struggle, and it reminds us survival too is sacred. Quote number 11. It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable. Seneca teaches us that external chaos doesn't need to create internal collapse. Your mind, trained well, can become your fortress. It can learn to hold peace while the world burns around it. But here's the key: it must be trained, guarded against impulse, fed with wisdom, anchored in truth. Once mastered, the mind becomes a sanctuary nothing can conquer. Quote number 12. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Seneca didn't believe in blind fortune. He believed that when you stay ready, when you've done the work, opportunities stop being accidents. They become inevitable. Your dreams aren't waiting for magic. They're waiting for you to prepare. Every step you take today lays the ground for tomorrow's lucky break. Quote number 13. To love and be wise is scarcely granted to even a god. Now this one hits the heart, because love makes us irrational, emotional, vulnerable. Even Seneca, the master of Stoic thought, admitted this tension. He's not saying love is foolish. He's saying that to love deeply and stay wise is rare. So when you find yourself swept up in emotions, pulled by the heart, know this: it's human. But remember, balance is possible. Love doesn't have to erase your boundaries. Wisdom doesn't have to rob you of connection. The dance between the two? That's where the real beauty lies. Quote number 14. What progress, you ask, have I made? I have begun to be a friend to myself. In a world obsessed with productivity, this quote reminds us of the real goal. Not more money, not more achievements, but peace within. Becoming your own friend means no longer being at war with your thoughts, your past, your identity. It means finding stillness when the world demands noise. Start there, and every other progress follows. Quote number 15. As long as you live, keep learning how to live. This is how we end, with humility. Seneca didn't claim to know everything. He saw life as a school without graduation. Every joy, every pain, every mistake, a lesson in living. We're not meant to figure it all out by 30, 40, or even 70. We're meant to evolve. So wherever you are today, confused, heartbroken, inspired, or indifferent, remember, this moment is your teacher. Keep learning, keep growing, and most of all, keep living. These 15 quotes are more than ancient words, they're mirrors. They show us who we are, what we run from, and what we're capable of becoming. So the question now isn't, which quote is your favorite? It's, which one are you going to live? If this video stirred something inside you, don't let it fade. Hit the like button, subscribe to Path to Peace for more Stoic wisdom, and share this with someone who needs to hear it today. Remember, Seneca faced death, exile, and uncertainty, and yet he gave us life-changing wisdom. What will you leave behind? With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.